In this worksheet, we have our example, but this is just informational text here. It's not an actual formula in Excel, because in Excel we have something called syntax, and syntax is a way of, or a guideline that you would use to make a formula, and you have to follow certain patterns and guidelines. So with this, if we're going to do a formula, we would just start off with an equal sign in Excel, equal, then 1 plus 1, hit enter, and we have 2. Now if we look up here, you'll see that in the formula bar, it doesn't show the result to it, shows the formula 1 plus 1. So it's just showing the formula. If we were going to edit this and double click it, we see the formula, we don't see the answer. We hit enter, we see the answer. We can do the same all the way down the line. 9 minus 3, and then equals, and then 6 times 3 rather. We get 18, and then have it equal 20 divided by 4. And we have 5. Now, as you can see, we have the formula in the formula bar, not the answer. You can also do this with referencing cells too. So here we have another worksheet where we have the units and the unit cost. And if you want to know what this would be in a total here, we can reference the cells. So we can do this a couple different ways. We'll go over both ways. Here we can do an equal, and this 2 is in D4, so we can type in D4, and then we can do the multiply sign. And unit cost is in E4, so we put in E4, hit enter, and we get 250. But we can also do it another way. So in this example here, we'll try it a different way. We can do the equal, and we can click on the cell that we want. So you can do 5, and then hit the multiply key on the keyboard, and then we can highlight this right here, E5, which is a cell reference, and hit enter, and there we have our result. Now if we look at the cell, it's going to have up in the formula bar the information. If we double click it, it's going to have the formula here. So now instead of using numbers, we're using a cell reference, which is here in this case is D5 times E5, which will give us the answer. Enter, and we have our answer here. Back on this worksheet, we're going to go over a few things. Here we have a little chart here with the numbers, parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. And when Excel wants to do a formula, this is the priority that it uses. If there's parentheses, it does that calculation first, then an exponent, second, then multiply, third, divide, fourth, add, fifth, and subtract is the last. So the way that would play out is if we had an equal here, and suppose we wanted to equal this value right here, D9, and we're going to subtract that by this value here, E10, and then we're going to divide that by 9. So let's hit enter here, see what we get. And this is the result we get. So let's go back and see what happened here. So the way that Excel would do this formula is, according to the rule here, first thing we see here is a subtraction operator here. Subtraction. That's the last thing it's going to do. But then we see a divide over here, and it's going to divide first. So it's going to divide this first, and then it's going to subtract by this value. So if we hit enter, we get this one right here. So let's try a different way of doing this. Here we have, this time, this was 26. So this time we're going to edit this, and this time we're going to put parentheses here. Right, like this. And now we're going to hit enter and see what we get. And we get 2. So, and this is because we did the parentheses first, so I did a subtraction first, and then it divided by 9. So this is important to know when you're doing formulas. If you're doing a formula similar to this, where you're doing several different, subtraction and division and multiplication, it's going to go by this order. But you can change the order by using the parentheses. So this concludes our lesson on creating basic formulas, and stay tuned for the next lesson. We'll do some more formulas in later lessons as well. If you're interested in more video classes with Microsoft Office products and other Windows computer programs, you can contact us on the contact link on our channel. Song Director Free Music Database Software is the name of our channel, and you can leave a comment for this video. There's also more information in the video description area of this video. Please make sure to click the like and subscribe buttons for this video. Okay, thank you.